Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome. Today, we are going into our astrological crystal pairing series where I advise of a couple of stones that I think energetically align with your astrological placement. And today, we are talking about Aries. Now, Aries is the cardinal fire sign of the zodiac, ruled by Mars, and it's also the very first sign that we see in the zodiacal wheel. And if we think about the wheel as a timeline, Aries is that firstborn of the zodiac. And of course, thinking about the firstborn, thinking about the younger sides of ourselves, Aries can kind of have a more immature vibe to them in that aspect, in that they're usually more reactionary in their emotions. They don't tend to deliberate and think things through. But also with that, they are incredibly passionate individuals and will stop at nothing to make their dreams come true as long as they are following those passions. The rest of the zodiac does have a lot to learn from Aries, but at the same time, Aries has a lot to learn in terms of the wisdom that the rest of the wheel imbues. And that's why the first stone I want to discuss today is red jasper. So, as it states in the name, red jasper helps us connect to both our root and our sacral chakras. This gives Aries a very grounding and stable energy. It helps to calm the volatile nature of their reactionary side so they're not just lashing out every time they feel a negative emotion. It imbues in them a sense of deliberation and the ability to really think things through before they speak or act. The archetype of Aries is the warrior, and red jasper helps to kind of bring a sense of wisdom to balance out that really masculine warrior energy. So they're acting more from a stance of that wisdom. It gives them the energy more of a commander or a sergeant rather than just a foot warrior, somebody who is skilled and trained in battle but also has the strategic advantage. They're not just going to throw a grenade because somebody made them angry. They're going to sit down and think through their next steps while still having that fiery, passionate side of them in the room with them, helping them make decisions, just not in the driver's seat going 180 miles an hour. Red jasper is also a stone that influences our feminine energy. So while Aries is very masculine in nature, it brings that balance to help them have that more passive, understanding, empathetic side to them as well. The main drivers for why I advise red jasper for Aries is wisdom, 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 and the ability to not be so reactionary, which is why I highly recommend this stone if you are still tapping into that more emotional, foot on the pedal kind of energy. Now, the second stone I want to recommend for Aries is clear quartz. This crystal is known as the master healer because it has powerful effects in terms of healing stagnant wounds and opening ourselves up to allow new, more positive, more welcoming energies into our body, which is great for Aries who sometimes come from a place of hurt. They come from a place of a traumatized child that never was heard or seen or taken seriously. Which is part of the reason Aries is so reactionary and so loud, because they learned that the only way people are going to listen is if I project as loud and as aggressively as possible. And it's not the truth, because once we find the people that are meant to be with us in this lifetime, they will see us and hear us from our heart center. We won't need to yell and scream and kick and do everything to be heard. But until we're able to reach that point of healing where we're not coming from that place of the hurt child, we are going to keep inviting in people and energies that don't hear us and keep repeating that cycle until we learn the lesson of it. And clear quartz helps to fast track that cycle. There's a metaphor in Reiki that I think is a great example for how clear quartz works in terms of our internal energy. So imagine two cups. One cup is filled with dirty mud water, totally brown, can't see through it at all. That's the hurt, that's the pain, that's the trauma. And then you have a clear cup just full of this gorgeous crystalline water from the top of the Swiss Alps, the most pure water that you can ever get your hands on. And the beauty of this water is that it never empties. This cup is always full. So what clear quartz does is it takes this traumatized child that's still within you and pours all of its clear water into it. Universal loving energy, pouring, pouring, pouring. I have chills right now. Pouring into it as the mud is coming out and washing out, still pouring into it, still pouring into it. However much universal loving healing energy you need, this clear quartz can pour into and continue to pour until this dirty mud water cup is completely clear and looks exactly like the crystalline cup. That is what clear quartz can offer. It is radical healing from divine universal energy, from higher powers. And it gives you the confidence to not only witness this healing in process, witness you blanketing your inner child with love and protection and the attention that you needed and you didn't get when you were younger. And as you clear out all of those emotions and stagnated energies and traumas that went unfelt for so long, you are opening up so much space in your being to welcome anew, to reconnect with your passions, and not only reconnect with your passions, but bring those passions into tangible reality so you can live a life that you love. And on top of that, opening up that energy helps to clear out any chakra blockages that you have, bring you into balance and alignment, and open you up as a portal to receive universal, divine, loving wisdom, which again just amplifies that warrior need to be the commander rather than the foot soldier. Clear quartz is a powerful crystal to work with you if you are ready to take the next step towards radical healing, radical self love, radical self acceptance, and radical next moves. And Aries, you're ruled by Mars, so I know you want to go, go, go. I know you want to continue forward. So what's stopping you? It's yourself. And how do you fix that? You work on the healing. And clear quartz can help you with just that. Now, the last stone I want to discuss for Aries is aventurine. And this one is a really fun energy to work with and pairs really well with Aries' passionate nature. So, as it kind of sounds in its name, aventurine really amplifies our desire and curiosity for adventure and exploration. It helps Aries express that desire for independence in a healthy way where they're not totally going on their own, but still staying connected with their community, but still exploring the way they need to, the way they best feel they need to. It guides Aries to follow that passionate excitement they feel for life and use their curiosity to explore the world around them. And as they're exploring and expanding their horizons, learning new things, gaining wisdom, adventuring helps them to bring that wisdom back, which can then help them connect to their passions and that sense of curiosity and exploration in their day to day lives. And that wisdom helps them put organized actions towards the goal they want to set for themselves. And once they do get back to their day to day, that divine inspiration and curiosity doesn't cease. Aventuring helps Aries tap into that divine creative flow and get inspired by the mundane. They're able to connect with their day to day in ways that they never have before, which minimizes that sense of boredom Aries can feel quite often, which then also minimizes self destructive tendencies to then get out of that boredom. It helps Aries really be more present in their everyday lives and establish healthy habits for themselves to stay in that creative flow, to stay with that sense of curiosity, to keep amplifying that sense of adventure in their lives. And with all of these newfound healthy habits, adventuring helps Aries increase their own prosperity and drive towards success through their passions. It helps them to connect to opportunities where they can use their passions to garner success in their day to day lives. Again, it is a fun and playful energy that I think aligns with Aries so well. So well. And I cannot recommend it more if you want to have fun and take the next steps towards your success. And Aries, that is all I have for you today. Thank you as always for tuning in, and I hope I was able to provide some inspiration and information for you for your crystal needs. And of course, these three stones I mentioned aren't the only ones that are going to align to you. There are hundreds, if not thousands, of other ones out there that you may feel more energetically drawn towards. And if you do go on a search to find one of these three and another one catches your eye and you just feel so drawn to it, get that one. I always say with crystal exploration, follow your inspiration, follow your intuition, because only you know what is best for you. And just a reminder, if you are going out and finding these crystals for yourself, just make sure you're buying from a reputable source. Other than that, Aries, you guys are fiery and passionate and fun and expansive and explosive in so many good ways. So many good ways. And we love you here in life. We see you, we hear you, we know you, we love you, we love you, we love you. Don't ever forget it.